Hello guys, welcome to episode number 62 of my Football Manager 2023 European Journeyman Save. We're back here in Slovenia as the manager of Aluminij. You may also notice that I'm the manager of somebody else as well. I am the national team manager of Slovenia. And now this in no way whatsoever plays any part of the series, anything like that. It's just me in the background. I was offered the job and I thought, yeah, why not? We'll give it a go. So I thought, yeah, we'll give it a go. I've made a couple of signings since you were last with us. Some of them are on loan, some of them I'm not, overly pleased with. One who I am pretty pleased with, who I've just brought in the transfer history, is a new striker. It is this man here, Alvaro Agote. He is a Spanish centre forward. He is pretty decent. Looking at him, he's played for teams like Alaves in the past. 25-year-old, he's got a decent value to him. He cost us nothing, absolutely nothing, so he's got a decent value to him. But I'm hoping that he can score some goals. Now, his career hasn't been the greatest in terms of goal scoring. The most he scored in one season was 9, but I'm hoping that is going to be much, much different here in Slovenia. He's now the most paid player at the club as well. But we have made some money. We've also moved on another player, and it was Kabangu. He was unhappy, unfortunately. Spent a lot of time unhappy at the club, but Maribor came in with an offer. We managed to get £150,000 for him. We didn't pay anything. We paid 17.5k for him, so we made a healthy profit on there. He didn't want to play for us anymore, and you could just tell by his performances this season he wasn't great. He's not done great for Maribor either since he's been there, so he's been moved on. Financially, we're we're quite well off for once. 3.25 million in the bank. Now that is partly because of our performance in Europe, which we will go over. We were drawn against Bohemians, believe it or not, in the Europa League qualifying path. Unfortunately, we did suffer defeat. We were beaten 3-1 at our place, but we did beat them back at their place. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough to go through, so we dropped down into the Conference League, where we come against St. Gallen, who I believe are a Swiss side. Yes, they are. And we went through there 3-2 on aggregate, and that actually qualified us for the Conference League phase, which was a nice healthy £2.8 million in the bank. Unfortunately, we've not done very well there. The teams that we've been drawn to play against are much, much better than us. In terms of the league, though, obviously you were here opening day of the season, the game against Koper, a nice 2-0 win. We then took on Mura, who have done pretty well this season compared to last season. Did manage to just about scrape a 1-1 draw here. Zelikovic with the goal for Mura. Kabangu, before he departed, bagged the goal for us. A draw, probably a fair reflection of how the game was. Followed that up with a win against Radomile. Nice 1-0 win here. Rafael Duran, the scorer. A game in which we were absolutely dominant in. You may also notice that the formation is slightly different. I've sort of been rotating between the two up top, or using a defensive midfielder or an anchor in Arujo, depending on who we're playing, stuff like that. And it has proved quite effective. We didn't concede any shots on goal in that one. Bravo, we're next. Again, using that deep holding player, we only conceded the one shot on target, another 1-0 win. Left it very, very late, though, before Villarreal did bag the winner for us, but a good performance. It was then those games against St. Gallen, but in between we had Gorica, another 2-1 win in this one. Used the defensive midfielder again. It maybe didn't work quite so well in this game, conceding the more shots on target than we had, but we were the only ones who scored the goals. It was Nathan Bartley with the double. Again, he's not really impressed me this season. He's not got off to a good start, has Bartley, but he came off the bench in that one to grab both the goals. We then had 3 draws in a row against, first of all, against Tabor Sejanza, the newly promoted team. Again, using the defensive midfielder. Probably deserved to lose, if we're being entirely honest with ourselves. Bartley put us ahead early on. Rosman with the equaliser for Sejanza. But again, they were the better team, unfortunately. We followed that up with a 1-1 against Olympia. Again, probably didn't deserve it, but it was a poor game. There was only 4 shots on target in the whole game. Golob with the late goal for them before Kastelik scored an own goal for us in the 62nd minute. But we didn't perform, really, again, using that defensive midfielder. So We are sort of defensively solid, but we're not doing much going forward, which is a bit of a letdown. 0-0 with Maribor, again, another game which was very, very close, only the 3 shots on target. But pleasing to get the result against Maribor. Maribor have had a little bit of a poor start themselves to the season. Not really up to speed yet. Vitesse were first in the Conference League phase. Disappointing 2-1 defeat here after going ahead. I believe Bartley put his head in the 21st minute. Diabate with 2 goals though. Pirk was sent off in the 54th minute. Discipline's been a bit of a problem for us in Europe. Domizali were next in the league though. A nice comfortable 3-1 win here. We went back to the 2 top. Mutavikic, I think. He's on loan from Maribor. He's okay. He's not performed for us though. If you have a look, 6.24 in his 5 appearances in the league. Yeah, not great. Not great at all. But 3-1 in this one. Bartley, Maverick and Pirk with the goals. Kuzmik did score a late penalty for Domjali to give them a lifeline. But we followed that up with a disappointing defeat to Koper in the league. Kankar with 2, Rozic with 1. Bartley got 1 late on for us. Landleber picked up an injury as well. Not being impressed by Lieber at the right back. Mutavikic again with a poor performance. Bartley's not played well this season. But we thoroughly deserved to lose that game. And then most recently I took on Osijek in the Europa Conference League. Again, another disappointing defeat. Radomile are today's opponents though. They currently find themselves at the bottom of the league, unfortunately, on 7 points. We are currently sat in 3rd position. After a little bit poor run of form, we really needed to capitalise on Maribor's poor form. Mura find themselves sat at the top, just a point ahead of Maribor, and we're just a further 2 points behind, level with Olympia. So disappointed that we didn't capture that moment and get ourselves a little bit of a lead on Maribor, because Maribor will probably kick in and at some point and rocket up the league. In terms of Slovenia, I know it's not important to this save, but we'll have a quick look over it. I've had 4 games in charge. You can see I haven't won one of them yet. 2 draws against Romania, a defeat to Slovakia and Switzerland in the European League Division B. Not really great. Struggling a little bit at Slovenia. Again, the Slovenia thing is just a bit more for fun for us, but we are currently sat bottom of the league with just the 2 points, unfortunately. So that's how things are going at Aluminij. Anyway, we're doing pretty well. The board did allow me some more transfer budget, which I've turned into wage budget. You can see I've got 10k to play with in wages. It allows me to offer a little bit more to players. German is another one who I'm bringing in, another striker. Like I say, I'm not overly impressed with Bartley. I could look to move Bartley on. He takes up one of those foreign spots. I'm also looking to bring Obaid in, Mohamed Obaid, who is a UAE citizen, but he does have EU nationality. Central midfielder. I don't know where he gets his EU nationality from. Spain. He's part Spanish, so that's helpful. I've got this guy coming in. He is a foreigner. He does take up one of the foreign positions. He is a defender, Cameroonian. So again, improving the defence. Obviously, these will take effect in January. And I was looking to bring a Uruguayan in as well at right full back, but apparently we couldn't afford it. I might have adjusted the budgets too much, and it wasn't letting me adjust them back. But he would have improved the team. But today, anyway, we're taking on Radomile. Like I say, they are bottom of the league, so hoping we can win this one. Lineup that we're going to go forward with today. Landleber is currently suffering from an injury, as is Villarreal. He's just about fit enough to make the bench, but it's going to be Ivacic as the right back. He is a young 19-year-old Slovenian. Not great, but it's best of what we've got at right back position. Reuter and Poby, the 2 centre halves. Poby's done okay since he's come in. He's at 7 in the Europa League, a 6.67. Oh, sorry, a 6.93 in the league. Done much better than the man on loan from Spezia and Bigoni. Bigoni's not really had a very good start to his loan spell here in Slovenia. Left back for today is going to be Stojanovic. Stojanovic is being Stojanovic, really. A 6.94. Another area that I need to improve on is left fullbacks, basically. Fullbacks are just poor for us. Zizman's going to be the deep line playmaker for today. One of our academy graduates. He's done okay for us this season. Rodic is in for the injured Villarreal. Rodic has done okay for us again. We've not been fantastic. Maverick is going to start on the right-hand side, Marin Maverick, and then it's going to be Juve Maverick on the left-hand side with the new man, Agoti, going to make his debut. He's literally just signed yesterday in-game. He's going to make his debut today alongside Bartley. So, like I say, hopefully we can pick up a good result. Right, and we're underway. We're into the 12th minute. It is Radimile coming forward. It's a good tackle there by Yuri Maverick, though, tracking back, helping his full-back out. Nikolic looks long towards Bartley. Bartley brings it down. He's got the other Maverick ahead of him in Marin. The new man's in the middle looking for the pullback. He gets it, and he scored on his debut. He scored 11.5 minutes into his debut. Has Agoti. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, I don't speak Spanish. I've never been to Spain, but it's a fantastic start to his career. He in Slovenia, Maverick does really, really well. Holds the ball up, pulls it across, and it's a deflected finish, but it doesn't matter. It's gone in, and that puts us into the lead. And as things stand, that should see us move up to second place in the table. Indeed, it does. Debiak with the goal kick for Radimile. We should win this in the air. We do. Reuter. But they've got the ball back with Pisek. Pisek finds Puko on the left-hand side, chips it forward, but Reuter's there again, wearing the captain's armband today. Finds his centre-part defender, Poby, into the midfield to Rodic. Rodic looking out wide towards Marin Maverick. It's not going to get there, but Puko cuts it out. Back to his goalkeeper, Debinyak. It's a decent pass out, and Radimile have found themselves in behind here with Zupanic, and he's put the ball into the back of the net. Clean sheets. We don't have many of them, unfortunately. We concede far too many goals. We've only got a goal difference of 2 now in the league. We've just not scored enough. But Yuri Maverick looking to change that, feeds the ball inside to Rodic. He's in the area. Can he pull it across for a teammate? It's deflected up onto the top of the crossbar. It's gone behind for a corner. The goalkeeper was panicking a little bit there. Hopefully we can make something of this corner, though. It's going to be taken by Yuri Maverick in towards Poby at that near post. Gets his head on it, but it's a poor effort from Poby, and it's gone harmlessly over the bar. Just noticed there that Bartley's on a 6.4. This is exactly what I'm saying about Bartley. He's not performed for us. He had a decent season last season, but he's just not done it for us this season. Stojanovic into Maverick. Maverick feeding it forward towards the Spaniard and Agoti. He's beaten to the ball, though, but he does well to win it back. It's back at the feet of Yuri Maverick towards the byline. Cuts back on that favoured right foot in towards Agoti, and it's a decent effort from the Spaniard, yeah, but it has gone over the bar. Corner, 27 minutes. Maverick towards Poby again. Poby gets his head on it again, but he's getting closer. He is getting closer. Right, Petrovic for Radimile. That's thanks for the ball back, mate. Stojanovic, Poby into Zizmund, Rodic. We need to make this this dominance that we've got in the game count. We shouldn't be level at this stage of the game. It's Marin Maverick in towards Agoti. Brings it down, and he scored his second. I think we're going to get a VAR decision here. Or is it being disallowed? No, we are going to VAR. It's been allowed. It has been allowed. It's really good play. Maverick does well to keep this into play. Finds the pass into Agoti. One touch, left foot. Great finish by the Spaniard there. 2 goals on his debut in the first half is absolutely fantastic. And that does move us back into second. Murat is still drawing. I think if Olympia can get a win here... No, we wouldn't go top because of the goal difference. But we're in at half-time. We're in at half-time, and it has been a dominant performance from Aluminij. Disappointing to concede that 1 goal, but hopefully we can come out in the second half and we can put a few more past them. Try and start getting our goal difference a little bit higher, especially after last season where we did so well in terms of goals scored. Debinyak with the goal kick for Radimile. It's a decent one, but Rodic wins the header. Shukala with the ball now for Radimile. He's skipped past his man there. We've done well to get it back, though, and Zizman feeds the ball back to Nikolic. Stojanovic into Poby. Poby looking long for Bartley, but it's a poor pass, and Fert cuts it out. Now it's Kral to Onana inside. It's Grobenik with the ball. He's been allowed to travel with the ball. It's Nikolic didn't move. I don't know whether he got his measurements right there or he just straight up beat him, but either way, it's missed the post for us, which is great. We're going to bring Bartley off because he's on a 6.2 now. He's having an absolute appalling game. We're going to bring Alika on, who is another player I've got in on loan from Maribor, another striker. Again, he's not really done it for us. He's just here more of sort of cover. Mavric tries to get that ball into the box. It's deflected though. Zizman does bring it down. It's Yuri Mavric forced a little bit wide. Cross is blocked and Kral comes away with the ball. Stojanovic wins the header though. Zizman back forward towards Yuri Mavric. It's just hit him on the head. Can he put it across? He can't, but Agoti's there for his hat-trick. Alvaro Agoti. A debut hat-trick is absolutely fantastic from the Spaniard, and it's exactly what we needed at this club. We have struggled for goals all season. Maybe moving Kabangu on wasn't the best idea, but he's gone now. There's not a lot we can do about it. Hopefully Agoti is the answer. Can we make it 4 with Mavric into the other Mavric? Back to Mavric. Mavric into the area. He pulls it across for Agoti. He's got his 4th of the game. What a debut for the Spaniard. What a debut. He's probably thinking, wow, it's easy here. It's easy in Slovenia. He's got 4 goals on his debut, which is great. Can he make it 5? Mavric, deep free kick towards right. Apobi gets his head on it though, but it's gone behind. Apobi's had a few chances now with his head. Unfortunately, he's not put one of them away. Olympia have taken the lead against Mura, and that puts them top of the table. So it's close at the top. It is close at the top. And I'm glad that we're in that race. Stojanovic finds Yuri Mavric down the line to the goal scorer in Agoti. Feeds Aika back to Agoti. Rodic looking over the top towards Zizman, I believe, but it's cleared by Horvat. Rodic brings it down. This time looking for Aika. It's headed back to his goalkeeper by Horvat. Devignac now with the ball. Just the 5 minutes remaining. Clears it long. Stojanovic wins that header though. Mavric to Pobi. Pobi again looking long. These long balls, they just don't work. I don't know why the team do it. I think it's passing to space. I think that's what it is that does it. But Rodic brings the ball down. No, he's tackled. It's now Skuhala to Zidane. Can Stojanovic get back to him? No, he can't. They've worked the ball here. They've carved out this opportunity well. It's Zidane again, and Skuhala really has to score that. I think we got a block on it. A great defending there, whoever it was, but we did get a block on it. Skuhala to take the corner himself towards the edge of that 6-yard area, but it's headed clear by Pobi. Pobi's winning a lot of headers today. Yuri Mavric has pinched the ball there from Kral, but Kral wins it back. And that's the end of the highlight. But we're coming up to the full-time whistle now. We've been thoroughly dominant in this game. A nice, comfortable 4-1 win. 4 debut goals for a goal is absolutely fantastic. And that moves us into second in the league, I believe. Just on the goal difference now, behind Olympia. Correct. So there's 3 teams level on points with 22 at the top. Olympia, Aluminij and Mura. Maribor have a good game in hand, just a point behind. The best goal difference in the league as well. You would expect Maribor to go on and win their game. Maybe. Like I say, they have been in poor form. They've got Tabor Shizanza, who are doing quite well considering they're newly promoted. But that's it, guys. We're a third of the way through the season. We're still in Europe. We've still got a chance to make some more money. We've got some players coming in as well, which can hopefully help propel us up the league. Our odds have got worse over the season as we've gone on. So we are currently outperforming where we're supposed to be. But we are second. Conceded far too many goals. We are the highest scorers in the league as usual, but we've conceded far too many. Hopefully in the second half of the season we can kick on, get some of these new signings in. But guys, thank you for watching. As always, I'll see you all in the next episode. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button and hit that like button as well. But I'll see you all next time. So cheers, guys.